We couldn't do any of this without our sponsors. I'm going to ask Joe Moore to come up, and we're going to hear a little bit from our sponsors who are not only buying you breakfast, but helping promote our message, getting our organization going, making sure that we have our first executive director, and have been really an extraordinary group of people, and I personally want to thank them as well. But please welcome Joe Moore, our Chairman Emeritus and Secretary, to come forward to thank our sponsors personally.
I was chairman of this great organization from 2005 to 2007. And we really worked hard to revitalize Democratic municipal officials. In years prior, we probably could have met in a much smaller room, but beginning with Howard Dean's ascension to the chairmanship of the Democratic National Committee, there was new vitality and new energy in the Democratic Party, and we took advantage of that and really built up Democratic municipal officials. But I could not have done that by myself. Susan Burgess was a partner in that effort, and she was my successor as chair, and as Eric mentioned, really a key part of the revitalization of this great organization. And so I just wanted to acknowledge the loss of a close personal friend, Susan Burgess. I'd also like to take this opportunity, before we thank our sponsors, to give special recognition to the folks who helped serve us our meals. We all got up early, but they got up a lot earlier than us, so. You got a free breakfast because of our sponsors. And we'd like to have them come up and just say a very few words and let us thank them for their generosity and for their support of Democratic municipal officials. First, I'd like to call up from our good friends at Microsoft, Stuart McKee.
I didn't really want to come up, but since there was a Mac up here, I wanted to come up and try and do a pitch for PCs. I've had the privilege to serve under a couple exceptional individuals. I was recently the CIO for the state of Washington and was able to serve under Governor Gary Locke, now Secretary of Commerce. And I've also had a chance to serve under Governor Cecil DeAndres, which are a couple exceptional Democrats that have made a big impression for me personally on my life. And I'm very fortunate in the role that I have at Microsoft to have an opportunity to work with governments across the country. Many of you in this room, I know, are trying to find creative ways to use technology to reach out to constituents and find creative ways to solve the problems that we have today. On behalf of Microsoft, we're happy to be here, and it's a privilege to be able to be of service. Thank you.
Patty Schrader from AIMCO.
Welcome to my hometown of Denver. How many of you know what AIMCO is? How many of you think it's a transmission company? We know many of you, but we don't brand ourselves as AIMCO. We're apartment investment and management company, and we're one of the largest owners of apartments and affordable housing in the country. We're in 43 states. We're in your area. We work a lot with you, and we'd like to work more with you. So thank you for inviting us. We're proud to be a sponsor and look forward to working with you in the future.
Our friends at Comcast, who've been with us from the very beginning of the revitalization of this organization, Ron Orlando.
We at Comcast want to thank you for all of the partnerships we've had over the years working with you at local governments, and look forward to continuing our partnership. And you've got a great leadership here at DMO, and we look forward to continuing our partnership with them. Thank you.
We couldn't do this without also our help from our friends in organized labor, and one of the unions that has been strongest behind the Democratic municipal officials are our friends at AFSCME. Brian Weeks from AFSCME.
On behalf of the 1.6 million members of AFSCME across this country, thank you for all the work that you do to help work in partnership with us to strengthen our communities and cities, make our streets safer, give our kids strong education, and really make our cities and communities better places to live and work. So thank you for that. But I also want to ask you for your help, because we are in the fight of our lives in the next several weeks and months. We are under attack by the right-wing ideologues in this country. They're going after collective bargaining rights, our pensions, right to work, project labor agreements, and we know that we are under attack. We need your help to fight back, to be a voice of reason. We're going to be out there in full force running campaigns in states across this country to fight back. We're going to be active in the municipal elections this coming spring, and we look to partner with you to work with us and stop these lies. So with that, great piece of news, huh? Thank you, Chairman Garcetti and the rest of the board. I look forward to working with all of you.
Let me also recognize some of our other sponsors who are in attendance. From FedEx, Duple Trevion. From Walgreens, Donovan Pepper and Michael Smith. From the Teamsters, Dan Riley and Lisa Alvarez. A special shout out to Alex Heckler and Jared Moskowitz. Finally, I just would like to recognize the good work of my friend and colleague Eric Garcetti, who has taken Democratic municipal officials to the next level. It's his energy and vision that have really been the key to the continued success of this organization, and we are very, very, very fortunate to have his leadership. Thank you, Eric.
And Jared Moskowitz is not only a sponsor, but a local DMO in Florida. But if you're called Gerard in Florida, it picks you up some more votes, too. So that's a good thing. Thank you, Jared. It is now my pleasure to reintroduce back Linda Chavez-Thompson to present the award for our first Local Democrat of the Year from the DMO. Linda Chavez-Thompson. And Myron Lowry, I know he is up for the board, so he had to go do an interview.
This year, your organization developed the Democratic Municipal Official of the Year Award to honor an outstanding DMO member for the positive contribution that member has made to the community. I am proud to present this award to an 8-term member of her City Council, with whom many of you are familiar, for her leadership within the National League of Cities, and who has improved the lives of her constituents through a focus on energy and the environment, alternative forms of transportation, neighborhood preservation, children's health, and quality living for senior citizens. The winner has spent much of her career working on issues of sustainability, meeting with municipal officials, government, and business leaders around the world, and serving as a green municipal ambassador to demonstrate how cities and towns in the U.S. are leading on green building and other environmental issues. Please join me in applauding the work of the 2010 Democratic Municipal Official of the Year, Vice Mayor Henrietta Davis of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Congratulations on your accomplishments.
On behalf of the Democratic municipal officials, we are proud to salute you.
Oh, thank you so much, Myron. Thank you. This award belongs to all of you. You're the inspiration for the work that I do. You inspire me every day. I have to recognize the home team, the local team, and that has to start with my husband, Richard Bach, who's here with me today. And then I want to recognize the leadership of my city, Mayor David Moore, who's in the back there, and all of you from Cambridge. You're what makes this all possible. Joe Moore has inspired me so much. Every time I sit on the podium with him, I learn something else I should be doing more at home. Give Joe a hand. I don't know if he got a hand today. Otto was here earlier, and Matt Zone, who served with me on ENR. I also want to thank the NLC leadership, Ron Loveridge, and James Mitchell, all my colleagues at ENR, the Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Committee. Many of you are Democrats, but some of you are Republicans too, and I want to welcome you here today. It's hard times for Democrats. It's hard times in the country overall, and you all know what the work is that needs to be done. All you have to be looking at today is the front page of USA Today, where it's talking about this crash between the generations. You're going to lead in the future. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for taking care of our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Henrietta, and congratulations to you. We're so proud. This could be you next year. So let us know the good things that you're doing. Local Democrats of the Month is a way of distinguishing yourself and putting yourself out there in your local communities and letting them know that you have national recognition for what you are doing. And that is why we are here, to be able to point that out to you.